Hey everyone. So this week I decided to do my discussion board 2 on SCOLE or SCOLE Learning. And I learned that SCOLE is actually an acronym for Student Centered Open Learning Environments. And according to Spectre, SCOLE Learning is where students are responsible for both identifying and monitoring their learning goals and selecting and using various means to support their own learning. And sometimes he stated that boundaries and parameters are provided to aid the students in this process. So, one example of the SCOLE method that stood out to me was the Jasper Woodbury series because I am a high school math teacher, specifically in geometry. And this program gives different open ended dilemmas that provide an explanation of math concepts through discovery and video. And for example, they have an episode that actually allows learners to use their geometry skills to make their own playground, which I thought was awesome. Again, SCOLE Learning sounds absolutely incredible and could provide students with a knowledge base that goes past simply regurgitating information taught by a traditional or in a traditional classroom by a teacher. It provides students with an education that is less dependent and provides them with skills to manage their own learning. These skills are definitely going to be essential after their educational experiences. Spectre presents a problem with SCOLE Learning, and I actually thought of this as well because I'm a very data driven person, but SCOLE Learning seems to lack empirical data and is applied in kind of misguided ways. I personally have found that my students need structure and struggle when given ambiguous tasks. So while the SCOLE method sounds ideal, it would take a really, really long time for me to scaffold and implement it with my personal high school students. Um, I'm all for learning through discovery, and I'm all for kids setting their own goals. But again, I would really appreciate a little bit more structure. And SCOLE Learning can definitely be applied throughout K through 12. I think it would be most successful if it started in the earlier grades and was maintained through the higher grades, because students can learn all subjects through identifying and maintaining their own goals. And it also seems to be rapidly occurring in higher education. Higher education obviously requires us to, set our own goals and find the means to achieve these goals. So no longer do we have K through 12 teachers on our backs trying to get us to do things. We have to kind of do them ourselves. So this can kind of come as a shock to college students right when they leave high school. But I think that's another reason to implement the SCOLE method starting in K through 12. Thank you.